Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video tutorial, I will explain how to get the highest, lowest and get the nth employee of the salary from the database in Django applications. So now we got the new output. Notice the salary is 29,990, employee name is Peter and the employee ID is 4. Check in the data here. See the descending order is 29,990, employee ID 4 and Peter. This is the highest salary. Peter got the highest salary from this employee table. Now if you want to find the lowest salary of the employee, the lowest salary is John. His salary is 310. Let's reload the browser. So here we got the least salary is 310. The employee name is John. Let's check here. See here the least salary, lowest salary. And here we got the final output to find out the nth employee salary of this table. Now let's find the nth employee salary. I want to find the fifth employee salary of this table and I click search. And here we got the fifth employee salary of the table is the Samantha. Let's find out here the salary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. So here we got 4, 2, 3, 4. If you find out the second lowest end salary, such we got Khan here, Khan. If I find 4 is John. 1, 2, 3, 4 is John. Now let's check the fifth search. See here we got the fifth employee salary is 3250. Now we check from the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3250. If I check the second employee salary, highest employee salary of the table, second highest employee salary of the table is Charan, is getting 28,000. See here, Charan 28,000. If we check the fifth highest is John, fourth highest salary is Samantha. Let's check that one from the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before creating a new Django application, first we'll check the table in PHP My Admin Database, which is my SQL server. The table is employee table, which contains 3 columns. Now my aim is I want to find the highest and lowest salary from this table, and also I want to fetch the particular selected employee salary, the highest nth employee salary from this table in Django web application. So let's start the coding part. Before creating a Django application, first we require one new folder. So I am creating a new folder in E drive. Right click the mouse, go to new and select folder. The folder name is Django find salary. Enter. Let's browse this folder. Right now this folder is empty. Now we'll create a new Django web application in this folder. I'm using Visual Studio Code to create a Django web application. First, before creating an application, we require to add the folder which we have created in the E drive. For that, go to File and select Open Folder. The folder I have created in the E drive, this is my folder, select folder. And the folder is successfully added to our Visual Studio Explorer panel. At the right side, we got the welcome page. Let's close this welcome page. Now in this folder, we'll create a new Django app. For that, go to View and select Terminal. And here we got our terminal, which is nothing but a PowerShell or command prompt. And also notice the path is the E drive. This is our folder which we have created. Now I am creating a new Django app in this folder. Django-admin start project and the project name is find salary emp. Enter. The find salary is my application name. Notice here the application is created successfully. Let me expand this app, and this app contains one subfolder with the same project name and one manage.py Python file. Let me allow to expand this subfolder also, and this subfolder contains some default Python files like settings.py, urls.py. All these files and folders has been created automatically when I create this application find salary emp. Now the next step, after creating the application, we require one templates folder. So let's add one templates folder to our application. Select the app, right click the mouse, click new folder. The folder name is the templates folder. Now in this template folder contains all the HTML pages. So first quickly add one HTML page in these templates. Right click the mouse, click new file. The file name is the index.html, and here we got our index.html page. Now before adding the designing part in this HTML page, first we'll add one models page to our project. For that I'm selecting the subfolder of our application. I click the mouse, click new file. The file name is a models.py, and here we got our models Python page. Now this models page contains a class with some properties. So before that, let's import the models class from Django.db import models. After that, let's define a class called emp models.model colon. Now in this class I'm adding the properties. So let's switch over to the database. I'm creating the properties for this employee table, so I require 3 properties. So let's add 3 properties here. Emp id is equals to models dot integer field, primary is equals to true. Then the next property I'm adding for the emp name is equals to models dot char field. Let's add the length of this column. Max field is equals to 100, and the final property for the salary is equals to models dot integer field. After that, I'm defining a new class called meta class, and this meta class contains a table. These properties I have created for the table employee table. Let's copy that one and paste here. That's it. Let's save this file. Now let's add one views.py. Right click the mouse, click new file. The file name is a views.py. Now in this views page contains the actual logic to find the highest and lowest, and after that we'll add the logic to find the nth salary of the employee. So before that, let's import the necessary classes from Django. First I'm importing the shortcuts import render class. In Django applications, when we want to render the templates in the browser, we require this render class. After that, let's import our models class also from my models Python page is inside this application. So let's add first our application name.models import. Let's add my class name. After that, let's define a function. The function name is show salary request colon. Here I'm adding return this function return render request comma, the template name is index.html comma, and to display the records on this template I'm using dictionary between curly brackets double quotes emp model, my class name colon, the values we are getting from this class name. So let's create an object called emp salary object is equals to is a variable, and emp model dot objects dot, I'm adding raw. Now in this raw method I will add the select statement to find the maximum salary. So if we check here, let's open new tab SQL. To find the maximum salary from this employee table, we use select max salary from employee table. Click go. We need to add here this one. Go. Click go. So here the maximum salary of the employee table is 29,990. This is the second statement. The first statement which displays all the records. The maximum salary. Let's ascending order. If you check, the bottom one is the highest salary. Is it 29,990. So let's add that max salary here. Select max, and before adding max salary, first let's configure the URLs from dot import views, and the path is in single quotes. Now this path will become our default path of our application, which is the home page right now. Views dot, the views, I want to render this HTML page with the help of this function name. So copy that function and paste here. Save this file. Then open settings.py. In the settings.py, first let's import. Oops, something went wrong. The views. We need to add this salary object here. Copy this one and paste here. Save all. And in the URLs, let's save this file again. Now switch over to the settings. Now in the settings.py, first let's install our application in the install underscore app section between single quotes. My application name is find salary emp. This function application name I'm adding here between the single quotes inside install underscore app section. Then come to the bottom. Now we need to configure our template section also in these directories. Let's add os.path dot join method. In this join method, I'm adding the base directory, comma, I'm joining my templates folder with this base directory. So let's add between single quotes templates. After that, come to the bottom. Notice the databases section. The default database engine is SQLite 3, but my database is MySQL, and the name, let's delete this default database name of the MySQLite 3. Let's add our database. The table, the employee table, I have created in the Charan database. So let's add the database name is Charan. We have to put that in the single quotes. Then we require the credentials, user colon root, the username is root, and the password. Here the password I'm leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into my PHP my admin database. If you have any password, please enter your password here. After that, we require the host also. Host is localhost. Let's add the port number, column. To find the port number of MySQL, here is the MySQL port number is 3308. Let's add that one, 3308. And the last one, we require the options column between curly brackets. Let's initialize the command for to set, put this in a double quotes, set SQL mode. I'm setting the mode of the SQL is equals to between single quotes strict underscore trans underscore tables. Let's end with the comma. That's it. We have configured our MySQL connection string in this settings.py. Let's save this file. Save all. Now open index.html. Let's add the doc type. Close the HTML tag. Inside the HTML, I'm adding the header section. Add the title. Inside the title, I'm adding find the highest, lowest, and the nth EMP salary. After the header section, I'm adding the body tag. Inside the body tag, I'm adding center tag. In the center tag, I'm adding h1 how to find. Instead of adding the same part, let's copy this one and paste here from the database. For that, I'm using Django application, Django web tutorials. After that, I'm adding horizontal line. After the horizontal line, I'm adding a table element with a border. The border size is 1, and this table contains the table rows. First table rows, I'm adding table headers. In my table, we have 3 columns, so let's add the employee ID, the second table header for the employee name, and the third table header for the salary. Then now the data I want to display from the database. So for that, I'm using for loop because we have more than one record. So percentage for loop result is an object here. In the data we are fetching from this views EMP model. Copy that EMP model and paste here. EMP model is a dictionary key. Let's close this for loop with end for. Then let's add the tr tags. Inside this tr we have td tags between double curly brackets. In this expression, I'm adding the result dot to display the data emp id. We have to add exactly the column names what we have given in this table. So emp id td between double curly brackets, result dot emp name, and the last one again between double curly brackets, I'm adding result dot salary. That's it. Let's save this file. Now, before on the server, we need to add this application name to this path, cd find salary emp. Let's enter. After adding my app to the path, now let's run the server. For that, I'm using command python manage.py run server, enter. And here we got there is no issues in our application, and below is our web server link. Let's browse this link to get the output of the oops, here we got an error, the query was empty. Of course, here I have not written any query. First, let's add the select stuff from employee table. Let's find out the table name is the employee table. Now save this file. So after saving the file, now let's run the server. So here we got the output. The whole table is displaying in this table from the database. Now let's find out the highest salary from this table. For that, we have user the maximum salary. No, edit again, select maximum salary from employee table. Let's run this command. So the maximum salary is 29,990 with salary the Peter. So what I'm doing, I'm just copying this same command, I'm pasting here. Let's save this file, save all. Now let's reload the browser. Notice here I got the raw query must include the primary key. Notice here when I add the column names, emp id, emp name, max salary from employee table. Again, save this file, save all. Now let's run the server, let's reload the browser. And see here we got the output of that result, so it's displaying the wrong data. Notice here the salary is 28,000, but the maximum salary, the highest salary is 29,990. Let's copy the same statement and paste here, edit, colon. So I'm executing these both statements, click go. So here the maximum salary is showing 29,990, but here it's showing emp id, emp name, Charan, and maximum salary it's showing 29,990. And we are using the max method to fetch the highest salary of the table in Django applications. That command, this command, it's showing wrong data. Here you can notice here. Now let's fix this one. To get the highest salary of the employee table in Django applications using raw method, let's delete this first max salary. We don't require any max here. The max method, select emp id, emp name, salary from emp table, employee table, order by salary, descending, limit 1. This is a statement to retrieve the highest salary of the employee table from the employee table. The limit 1, it displays the last highest salary employee. Let's save this file, save all. Now let's run the server and let's reload the browser again. So now we got the new output. Notice the salary is 29,990, employee name is Peter, and the employee ID is 4. Check in the data here. See, the descending order is 29,990, employee ID 4, and Peter. This is the highest salary. Peter got the highest salary from this employee table. Now, if you want to find the lowest salary of the employee, the lowest salary is John. His salary is 310. So for that, instead of descending, let's simply add ascending. Save this file, save all. Now let's reload the browser. So here we got the least salary is 310. The employee name is John. Let's check here. See here the least salary, lowest salary. Suppose if you want to get the top 2 lowest salary, just add in the limit 2 to get the last lowest employee salaries of the 2 employee salaries we will get. Let's save this file, save all. I'm reloading the browser. See here we got the lowest salary of the employee table. First one is John and second one is Con. John and Con. Because we are retrieving only the limit 2. To get the highest salary, simply add descending. It displays the highest salary of the employee table, last 2 highest salary of the employees. Let's save this file, save all. I'm reloading the browser. See, the last highest salary is 29,990 Peter and Charan. Let's check 29,990 and 28,000 Charan and Peter. Now the next step is find how to find the nth employee salary. For example, in our table we have, let's find out the emp ID, sort the employee ID. Now from this table I want to find the fifth employee, highest employee salary, fifth highest employee salary of this table. For that, let's write the coding part here. First, we require one table and button control. In the index.html, I am adding form tag. Method is equal to, we are posting the data. So let's add the post, and this method form tag I am adding a command called percentage. This percentage I am adding csrf underscore token. Let's close this form tag. After the table, now about the table I am adding enter, the label name is enter, find the employee salary, find the nth employee salary. I am adding the input element, input type is equals to text, and we require one button control. So, input type is equals to submit, value is equals to, let's close the button control. That's it. Let's save this file first, save all. Now switch to views page. Now in the views page, I am doing here, if we are posting the data, if request dot method, if request dot method double equals to, the method is post, we are posting the data, then salary is equals to, is an object, salary is equals to request dot post dot get method. In the get method, I am posting the employee salary to find out the nth employee salary. So, here in the text property, I am adding a property called name salary. Let's add the property of the name salary here. After that, so the same thing, copy this one, let's delete this command, select command. Now here in the raw query, to find the nth employee salary, I am adding select emp id, emp name, salary from employee table, the table name I am adding, and also I am adding the alias name is E1, where salary is equals to, I am adding sub query here, select, and here is called select. Now in this sub query I am adding, I am counting the salary, count distinct salary from employee table E2, the alias name for this statement, where E1 dot from this E1, the table alias table name, which is E1 salary is greater than equals to E2 dot salary. That's it. Let's make this into 1. We don't require a single call. Here the salary we are passing from this variable, so we need to put between single quotes plus plus salary. This object we have to pass here, and this is a command to fetch to find out the nth employee salary from the table. Then this function return, instead of writing the same command, let's copy this one and paste here the output. The emp salary object is equals this one, And in the else part, when page loads, first I want to display objects dot all method. I want to display all the employee records from the table. That's it. Let's save this file. Save all. Now we'll check the output. Now I'm reloading the browser, and here we got the final output to find out the nth employee salary of this table. Now let's find the nth employee salary. I want to find the 5th employee salary of this table, and I click search. The query must include primary key. Check here. See here, empid, forgot to add comma here. Let's save this file. Save all. Sorry for that. Now I'm reloading the browser. Now let's find out the final output. To find the nth employee salary, I'm adding 5 again here. Click search, and here we got the 5th employee salary of the table is the Samantha. Let's find out here the salary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. So here we got 4, 2, 3, 4. If we find out the second lowest end salary, search. We got con here, con. If I find 4 is John. 1, 2, 3, 4 is John. Now this command to find the nth lowest salary. To find the highest salary, simply add less than equals to. That's it. Let's save this file. Save all. Now we'll check the output. Now let's check the 5th search. See, here we got the 5th employee salary is 3250. Now we check from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3250. If I check the second employee salary, highest employee salary of the table, second highest employee salary of the table is Charan, is getting 28,000. See here, Charan 28,000. If we check the 5th highest is John, 4th highest salary is Samantha. Let's check that one from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. That's it. In this video, I have showed how to find the highest, lowest, and nth employee salary from the database in Django web applications.